Welcome back to Maula Cognition. Today, a news from Kerala came to the attention of Maula Cognition that the King of Jordan, King Abdullah, is seeking help from Israel to protect his own country and kingdom from the Islamic rebels or terrorist groups. So this is the news that somebody now insulting Prophet Muhammad, saying, according to Islam, shouldn't even be friends with Jews and Christians and kill the last Jew. Hussein Raja means King Hussein, King Abdullah means the father of, grandfather of this royal dynasty of Jordan, Kingdom of Jordan. Speaking about that, the only ruler in the lineage of the last prophet who taught that the Muslims and Christians should be, who taught the Muslims that Christians and Jews should be deported from Arabia, even needs the help of the Jews. And the news is that concerned that riot will spread to Jordan after Syria, King Abdullah for decisive move with Israel. So now even the grandson of the Prophet Muhammad need the help of Zionist Jews even to support his kingdom, to survive his throne and his country, which is the Kingdom of Jordan, Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. This is the pathetic state of Islamic world, that it cannot stand by itself without Christian and Jews. So it is time for Muslims to cancel all the verses in the Quran and in the Hadith that spread hatred towards Jews and Christians, because you have no shame. If you still believe that revelations are divine revelations, then you need to have a mental hospital admission, because we are going against the very verses. You are disbelieving in the verse of Allah and the sayings of Prophet Muhammad. You are openly disbelieving. So Islamic world, as I earlier, long back I said, Muslims have become a religion of infidels, kafirs. Islam has become a religion of kafir. That's the fact. Islam doesn't stand anymore. Islam doesn't exist anymore. If anyone claims that Islam as a religion still exists as in its authentic form, as it was in the time of Prophet Muhammad and the Sahaba, the four rightly guided caliph, I will follow that person and his way. If any Muslims can prove me that Islam exists as it is in the time of Prophet Muhammad and companions, then I will follow that person who will prove me. But he will have to go through an intense debate and discussion with me. Only through the Quran and Hadith, then we will have a decision whether Islam exists or not. People just following their own cultural side of Islamic religion, because they have inherited some cultural beliefs and practices. But Islam as a religion, as an authentic religion, doesn't exist. This is the fact. So Maula Cognition is saying here, we are asking them, this is what the Quran says: leader of the Muslims, descendant of Prophet Muhammad, needs help of the Jews to survive from the mischief of Muslims. News goes viral. Quran chapter 5 verse 51 says, O believers, take neither Jews nor Christians as guardians. They are guardians of each other. Whoever does so will be counted as one of them. Surely Allah does not guide the wrongdoing people. The same King Abdullah of Jordan has been declared as a caliph by the Sufi master Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani in 2011-2012. Quran chapter 98 verse 6 says, indeed those who disbelieve from the people of the book and the polytheists will be in the fire of hell, to stay there forever. They are the worst of all beings. Sahih Bukhari 2926, Hadith number 2926. Abu Hurairah says, the messenger said, the hour will not be established until you fight the Jews, and the stone behind which a Jew will be hiding will say, O Muslim, there is a Jew hiding behind me, so kill him. Then the Messenger of Allah said, change grey hair but do not imitate the Jews. Even if you change grey hair, you should not imitate Jews. Then another hadith says, when the disease of Allah's Messenger got aggravated, he covered his face with a khamisa. Khamisa means like a shawl. But when he became short of breath, he would remove it from his face and say, it is like that, may Allah curse the Jews, Christians, because they took the graves of their prophets as a place of worship. By that he warned his followers of imitating them by doing that which they did. But Muslims always have graves. Sufis, Sunnis all built up graves and they worship there. So either the hadith is false or Muslims have insulted Prophet Muhammad and Allah by not obeying what the Prophet said in the hadith, or Muslims has become hypocrites or infidels. One of the things is for sure. So King Abdullah II of Jordan was endorsed as Caliph by Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani. Islam and Muslims world do not have its own soul or divine support anymore. It is like a dead tree. Islam shares its bed with the very Jews and Zionists which it opposed in its scriptures. So Muslims have already deserted Islamic scriptures. This is plain fact. Muslim leaders, whether it is the King Abdullah of Jordan, the family member, the elder of the family of the Prophet Muhammad, the only ruler, or whether it's Saudi king, whether it's anybody else, you can look. You can read these articles here. Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani's words about King Abdullah and other kings. There is the official website of Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani, the Grand Master of the Naqshbandi Sufi order. You can read some of the articles there or the news. King Abdullah of Jordan being the Caliph, you can read here. This is what the narration says. But is Islam in that kind of pathetic state that even the Caliph of Muslims do need a Zionist as their allies? Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi Rabbani. Shaykh Abdul Karim Al-Kibrisi was saying Harun Yahya is used by this group like Zionist groups to change Islam. So what about King Abdullah of Jordan? People should wake up and understand. Zan is using Harun Yahya to change Islam, Shaykh Abdul Karim. This was one of the discourses.
Harun Yahya. You are saying Shahadat, and I am saying Shahadat. And you are not. You still have to say that I am your brother.
So this is the thing. So this guy, Harun Yahya, King Abdullah, all of them on their own false roads. So it is very sure they are not following Islam anymore. They have thrown out all the Islamic things. This is the video of Shaykh Nazim Al Haqqani giving allegiance. Bayat means allegiance to the king of Jordan.
شرف سلالة النبي نفس النبي عليه كنت هناك هذيك الوقت.
So the Shaykh says that he is the Khalifa of Muslim and all Muslims should give allegiance to King Abdullah of Jordan. So the Shaykh also says he must march forth. And he's asking to accept the king the allegiance. 10 countries he will rule, King Abdullah of Jordan. That's what it says. Then Mahdi will come. But because the king didn't get allegiance from Muslims, he is going to Zionist for allegiance, help and support. So after this incident, do you think that the Arabs will survive? No. The Arabs will be destroyed. There will be a huge battle in the world, World War III. And the entire Arab world, the Middle East, the Turkey, everything completely will be obliterated. And then these idiots will wake up all over the world. Islamic world is completely run by nutters, number one stupids, whether they are Salafis, Sunnis, Sufis. These stupid and wicked and idiotic and snakes and vipers, donkeys, and Quran says the kamasal himar, the donkeys, their muscle, their similitude is of that donkeys. So when the donkey Muslim world is going to have a severe punishment because they made the king of Jordan to go to seek allegiance from the Jews, and the Jews will save him, but the Muslims will be lost. The Muslim world will be crushed, and there will be no helpers and supporters for them. They will cry out. Disaster is coming on Muslim nations. Good luck, goodbye, get lost.